It may just look like a walk, but to Jean Abbott, what you're seeing right now was something well beyond her wildest dreams.
When I was a kid, I would watch kids out on the playground and running around and wondering, how do they do that? The point of this is it's so important in your life to have those people by your side who believe in you. They believe in what your goals are, in what your dreams are. And when you have those days where you don't think you can do it anymore, they're the ones that are right by your side telling you, yes, you can. You have got to keep those people in your life, and you keep them really close.
Amazing. Awesome. So inspiring.
Yes, right.
Being grateful.
Just to be aware of today, the moment today. Don't take it for granted.
We thought she was excellent.
Awesome.
A great story.
We learned a lot.
We've got a really good life. And if this wouldn't have ever happened, we still would have had a really good life. And I'm grateful for it, and I can honestly say that I would go through all of it again. With the girls. All of it.
Her story of the determination and hope, I just love the message of her gratitude. I love Jean. I loved her story. I read her book and was just floored. I'm hearing amazing feedback so far. Everyone is very moved. She's so personable. Her story just relates to everybody, and we can all identify one way or the other, either through growing up and the struggles you have, or as a mother and a wife. Right. Jean's one of those people you just want to hang out with, and she gets up there and she's so relaxed and so natural. You just feel like you're hanging out with her, talking with her. She just makes you want to laugh and cry and hug her. And
true, she was genuine, and she has a great story, and she stayed positive all the way through. And you can see it in her pictures, in her slides. She smiles, and she's truly happy. Good lesson for all of us.
I didn't believe it. I wasn't going to fill the prescription.
But she did. And Jean believes it's very fitting that she stood for the very first time on Easter Sunday, 2010.
I knew this was the real deal. My life had changed. Our lives had changed.
She was absolutely fabulous. I thought she brought a different kind of energy that shows the internal struggles that people go through.
That was great. She was so authentic. I think I need to be more positive just in everything I do.
Really uplifting presentation. Always be positive, have support around you, have those people that'll keep encouraging you to press on in life.
Her message about needing people in your life, not going through life on her own. It'll help me with being there for other people.
I had a physician a long time ago. Once I was of legal age, 21, he'd say, well, if you're ever having one of those really tight spastic nights, just have a glass of beer or a glass of wine, and it will just kind of help relax your muscles so you are able to function. So at dinner, I have my pasta, I have my glass of wine, and great conversation with the family. It's just a great night, and it's time to leave. Steve comes around to the side of my chair like he's done a million times before. Goes to take my arm to lift me out of the chair. But instead of him lifting me out of the chair, I stood with ease. And when he took my hand to walk me out to the car, I walked alongside him. Oh my God. All I could think of is that is the best glass of wine that I have ever had.
It's just an incredible journey. Really the perseverance and, taking life as it is and making the most of it. And I think people were mesmerized, and she has a great way of speaking people, because we all have issues in our lives and we could all use a little motivation once in a while. So I think people could really relate to that.
Yeah, she was perfect. Inspirational message. Part of what we want to do for employees here is it's about mindfulness, having a healthier workplace, inspiring people. Jean was wonderful.
These are my parents. I can give this presentation 100 times, and this slide gets to me every single time. Because it's because of them that I am the strong, positive, courageous, optimistic woman that I am today. And I owe so much to them. They worked so hard to give me this wonderful life that I have. And when I go to bed at night, the first thing I always thank God for is knowing that my parents were here to see the new me. Because when the day comes that they need to leave this earth, I know that they can do it without worrying about me another minute. And there is no greater gift than that. That's better than the mobility. It really is.
I think anybody, everybody.
We all need to not take for granted all of our blessings.
Everyone.
Just to see a bright spot and somebody's positive attitude is pretty amazing.
Anyone who's trying to overcome a challenge in life can benefit from Jean.
It's worth it to hear the message. And we can all appreciate the small things in life. We can all get better at doing that.
It's a great reminder in everyday life.
Absolutely. Don't take things for granted.
Everybody in the room was crying, and that, I mean, that's...
Or laughing.
Or laughing, yes. That says a lot because you're able to empathize with the speaker and relate. Exactly, she's very relatable, and you put yourself in her shoes.
It's fantastic. Yeah, it was a great story. I think she inspires you to look deeper into your faith and maybe to be more hopeful in those times when you feel a little hopeless. We're thankful.
It's great. Very inspiring.
It's amazing.
She's my hero.
Amazing story. It's phenomenal.
She was totally awesome.
She was awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, great presenter.
And I will tell you that depression and the anxiety was far more debilitating than anything physical I ever went through. I wanted so badly to shut those feelings off, and it wasn't possible. And I knew I needed to get help.
She's amazing. She had a very good story in it, and she delivered a very powerful message.
When I looked around, it seemed like people were very engaged. It was a hit. Very entertaining, very heartwarming. Just appreciate what they have, make the best of what they have, be positive.
And she was able to bring out some laughter and some of her own personal experiences. She added levity to the presentation.
Really, anybody. We all need this positive attitude in our lives.
Anybody. I think it's just applicable to human beings in general. You know, the way we're relational beings, you know, that's the way God made us. And, you know, we're kind of meant to be in community and encourage each other.
Fabulous message about adversity and overcoming that. She never gave up on herself. And that's, I think, a very powerful message.